I think that this place has a lot of history, and I'd hate for it to leave downtown.
Reinventing the Keller is much more than just, it's about much more than just the building.
At more than 100 years old, Keller is the oldest of our 5 theaters. It's the home to Oregon Ballet Theater, Portland Opera, and Broadway in Portland.
The 1,200-seat venue would be controlled by PSU.
We see this as being something that can drive Portland once again to becoming more of a destination place, particularly for those who are interested in the arts.
And the Keller served us great over the last 100 years. But things have changed, arts change, shows get bigger, and it's important to think about what that looks like for the next 100 years and what's best for the city of Portland.
New developments in the battle over the future of the iconic Keller Auditorium. A major group is switching their support from one proposed plan to the other.
Well, let's bring in Fox 12's Carly Olson with more on why the Portland Opera Association is shifting their backing. Carly.
Well, Pete and Ariel, one of the proposals on the table right now is to renovate Keller Auditorium and give it some seismic upgrades. But that would mean closing it down for the next few years. And the Portland Opera says that this would cause a worse financial impact for the local arts community than even the pandemic. Keller Auditorium is the largest performing arts venue in the city, home to comedians, concerts, and of course, Broadway shows. The Halpern Landscape Conservancy hopes to renovate the structure as it is, with an expanded lobby, improved seating, and reinforcing the structure for potential seismic activity. But in a statement Tuesday, the Portland Opera announced they're backing an alternate plan to build a new structure on the Portland State University campus. They say shutting down the Keller for renovations would be a financial disaster for them and other arts organizations, with their board chair saying the Halpern Landscape Conservancy's proposal would close the Keller for 2 to 3 years, undo all our efforts, and essentially force us to go through pandemic-level impacts again. The Halpern Group has offered to do the renovation in cycles so that crews work for several months and then take a break to allow for a period of shows. But the opera says even a single day would make an impact.
I would say it's worse than what is in the pandemic.
The Portland State University Associate Vice President for Planning, Construction, and Real Estate, Jason Franklin, says during the pandemic, arts groups had federal funds to help them out. But now there would be no financial leg up for the arts.
The city's economic impact study shows a $100 million negative economic impact to the arts community, to downtown Portland. It shows that we could potentially lose 320 jobs, arts-related jobs. We've had lots of discussions both with the main tenants, the opera, ballet, and Broadway across America, and they all agree that shutting down the Keller is a terrible idea for arts in downtown Portland.
He says the Broadway Across America group would likely be unable to return to Portland for around 5 years due to the renovations. Karen Whitman, the executive director of the Halpern Landscape Conservancy, said in a statement, renovation of the Keller is less expensive and more sustainable than building a new theater complex outside downtown and permanently abandoning the Keller, which would leave a dark hole in the heart of the city. Franklin says the old auditorium could be utilized for a number of city purposes, and a new site on campus could be used for even more performances than Keller.
Portland State University is the most active part of downtown Portland right now, and adding the venue to Portland State is really just going to enhance that vitality and keep it active 7 days a week.
The Portland City Council plans to discuss these proposals on August 14th. And if you want to learn more about what a performing arts center could look like on the PSU campus, you can visit kptv.com. Reporting live in downtown Portland, Carly Olson, Fox 12 Oregon.